Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're spectating Battle Royale duos. We just landed in here, we went to the Gulag, and then we let this guy Ryan kill us. Don't know much about him, let's just see what the lobbies are like. These are Tuesday, is it? No, Wednesday. Yeah, these are Wednesday night lobbies. Actually, sorry, Tuesday night lobbies. And we were playing with Joe BMW and Cav 4818. We were spectating them in duos. So it's possible that our lobbies are not as sweaty, but I think time will tell. Either way, the goal of the spectating video is to see how players are operating, their movement, their planning abilities. We obviously can't hear comms, but we can at least make out the type of communication that's taking place just through pings, just through contract selections, and just initial observation. This is a pretty decent player here. I like the slide cancels. A little bit of weapon swap, nothing too crazy, but not too much YY going on. But I like that he's running with his melee weapon. He's got to be a little bit careful here though, because this is downtown. This is the main building, so you want to be definitely careful here. And so it is Ryan that we're operating with here, and it is the guy Drew. So it looks like he's going to be able to secure a buyback here once his contract is completed. I think overall he's been pretty efficient with his looting. This is probably the time where I would be recommending a teammate should be marking the buy already, right? Like the teammate should already be looking at the mini-map and saying, hey, there's a buy option right here. Take the zip line all the way up and just fly at that buy directly. Nothing more important at this stage than getting that buyback, because and look at him, he's kind of, you see he did the work there. He had to look at his mini-map and pick the buy. So that again is giving me some initial red flags about this team's ability to work together. His teammate is not demonstrating any sense of courtesy here, and he's got a guy on him now. Now he's in threat here. Looks like a door open behind him. Again, I would have just ziplined up, and I probably would have went to the spy right here. And not a good engagement. Good down. I mean, I got the kill there, but he is showing up as an unsuppressed shooter here, so he's got to be a little bit careful in case there's another team operating here. Again, I would be a little bit cautious with that engagement personally, but you can flip a coin on that one. I think it was good that he got the kill, and he's got the buyback here, and he's got to be careful. He did get the buyback. He did get the buyback. So, yeah, this is just welcome to Warzone Tuesday night lobbies. Like this is, and there's a guy there on the buy, so he's in trouble. Hopefully that guy's not chasing him. He does have to pick up a gun here. Got the gun. He needs a plate. This is a very aggressive player. He's got to be careful here. What is he doing? Is he out of his mind? And again, his teammate Ryan at this time should be marking another buy for him backside. Just disengaging. I do like that disengagement. And again, he's going back. He's got no shame with 2 plates. I like that he's taking a different angle here. So we are seeing some pretty good operations so far. He's got to be careful here. Very risky. There's a kind of a precision strike, I think, in front of the buy, or maybe a heartbeat sensor, but all good. So the buys are the buys have been secured. Sorry about that. We were trying to mute ourselves before we coughed. Well, I guess we weren't successful in that. Okay. So again, we have 54 teams, 99 players, and really appreciating the movement here so far. Both of these players are demonstrating, good footwork, good individual contributions there, individual performances, I should say. Yeah, not seeing a huge plan from them. Like, they didn't mark a contract. They're still running and gunning here. Not the most ideal weapon. Interesting that he thought somebody was over there. Very dangerous what he did there. Getting wiped. And now he's in trouble, and his teammate is in trouble. I think Ryan gets KIA here. Unless he pulls off a miracle. And yeah, so Ryan got deleted. Again, guys, completely unnecessary, right? Again, pretty good players, but you just gotta attack strategically here. Now McLovin and Betty Laffy, now these guys were not fully equipped actually. I mean, he's got the, looks like Betty Laffy has his, Laffy has his loadout, but I'm not sure if McLovin does. So let's go to Bobby McLovin. Yeah, he's just got ground loot, right? So he's the guy that got bought back. And again, these guys have no plan. They both have self-reses. I suppose they can wait for the game loadout. Oh, the game loadout is already available. So I'd be flying on that right now. I would be assessing that. Really odd behavior. Again, we're seeing good individual performance. We're seeing some good footwork, weapon swapping, running and gunning, aggressiveness. We're seeing a lot of assertiveness here, but it's not translating into results, right? And then you get these players that are getting killed, and then they blame the game, right? There's just no self-awareness. They blame the game. They don't take any individual responsibility. And there's a helicopter right on top of them. They got to be very careful here. Very dangerous what he did there. And he just left his teammate behind. Now, is he going to zipline up? This is very interesting. Very, again, extremely aggressive what these guys are doing here. Reload. I would reload quickly. Nice. I would plate up. Yep, nice. Okay, let's get back up. Let's get back in the fight. His teammate jumped off. Let's reload the weapon. Okay, I think this is a good engagement. Did expose himself a little bit to my liking. I thought he was a bit exposed in that gunfight. I like the back foot that he did off the building and just kind of got himself off, so that was good. Again, these guys have to be very careful here. There's teams. This AO is riddled with team. There's guys that just got their loadout. Their bounty team is still here. And talk about the confidence of the bounty team, right? To be able to fly a helicopter on top of a building to attack a squad, right? Generally, you think a squad that's on top of a tower is generally pretty dug in, right? They've got their loadouts, you can almost assume, right? And they're usually up there sniping, and they'll have their SMGs ready if you attack them. So I think it's a pretty bold move. I know none of the guys we play with would ever attack a bounty. I know it sounds very odd, but oftentimes the bounty that they're hunting ends up hunting them, right? So this is kind of a reverse boost, as I think FXUs calls that term, that methodology. But really, they're supposed to be attacking the bounty, and then they get close to the bounty, and then they make the bounty red hot, and then they end up running, right? They end up running away or disengaging, or one of their guys would get killed. So very common here. And if somebody dares attacking a bounty, like even if somebody suggests that, hey guys, let's attack that bounty, they're right beside us, or they're 2 buildings away, they're gonna look at you like you're crazy, right? They're gonna look at you like you're absolutely insane. And look, we got Joe BMW checking in here, sending us an invite. And this is an interesting head glitch. This could be dangerous for these guys if they come out here. These guys can get shredded with 2 guns pointing at them. That's very good. Unless they throw like a grenade and slide cancel in, that's the only way they're going to win the gunfight. Otherwise, these guys are going to drop them. So I really appreciate... Look at this cover and move, what we're seeing here. One guy's walking, ADS walking. Now look, the other guy's starting to close the distance. So really good person. Yeah, nice. He's going to force him to run in. Nah, he needed... That wasn't good. He needed to be ADS there. I didn't like that. He needs armor. Oh, he's got armor. Okay, that's good. I like that he didn't waste the Molotov. I'm surprised those guys haven't thrown anything in here. Maybe they're out of things. My guess is one guy's up top and the other guy's kind of standing across with the sniper. So that way they can kind of, if somebody runs out the door, and that's what they got to do. Nice intuition, nice intuition. And interesting to see. Again, is it worth for one of them to take the zip line, external zip line, and coordinate this ambush together? Is that a strategy to consider? Because that could be very effective here. And I think he's thinking about it. Yep, I think he's going for it. Let's go, McLovin. Again, these are concepts that our teammates would never even imagine, right? They would just say, oh, let's just run down all the way down the stairs. We wouldn't even zip line down. We would just run down, go to the first floors, and then just escape. Run to the helo and escape. So I'm not sure. You know, I get it. That's safe operations, but you know, sometimes you gotta kind of get into you gotta get the trigger finger going a bit, right? You gotta shoot a little bit. You gotta reload your weapon, play it up a few times. Like that's really what's gonna keep you sharp for that end game when the pressure builds up, right? You're in the top 10 situation. You're surrounded. Everything starts to happen really fast, right? UAVs are going up. Unsuppressed shooters are being pinged. Some guy's putting fire down. You need to put fire down for your teammate. Your adrenaline is really high. There's just so much that goes on in that final circle that it's in your interest to keep things a little bit fresh. So I do encourage getting into some what I call light engagements throughout the game, without putting yourself into excessive amount of risk, right? So sometimes you can kind of do some trade out gunfights, right? Maybe you don't kill anybody, they don't kill you, but you know, like that, like this kind of stuff, right? Good stuff. Good anticipation here. Got the helo. I like he's watching him fly there. That's good. And they're gonna hold zone here. I actually like this play because they have the helicopter. Without that, and that team is gonna get held. So that team that's ADSing has to move. So they can literally wait him out. Good ping. So I'm really appreciating these guys right now. I think they're doing a lot of good things here. And you can see when they killed Ryan and his teammate, they did the right things there. They played smart. They don't have a lot of resources, but they've got their self-reses. They've got their guns. I like he's not peeking. He's saying, just wait, just wait. Just take a deep breath. They're about to run in. Ooh, what is this? Interesting. I don't think I've seen that yet. Okay. Let's mount up.
Enemy visual.
Yeah, nice, nice. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Put it down, put it down. Come on, put it down. Very good anticipation. Wow, he's gonna get a kill here. Let's observe this. 5, 4. Nothing significant. A little bit too early. Okay, let's reprioritize back. Let's reprioritize back to the guys that are rolling in. This is the opportunity. So the goal here is to really ensure that no team pulls up underneath here. That's the goal here. So you want to kind of discourage those teams. You want to force them to move towards stadium. That's how you kind of ensure your rear flank is clear. Okay, so they're a little bit to the left here. Let's get on top of this ledge real quick. Let's go give a couple of challenges here. All right. They're a little bit low on armor, but I don't think that's a huge concern. They can go to a new AO and get some armor. Yeah, okay, so the guy's mounted up there. He's gonna have to move, right?
Moving here.
He moved up. Yep, let's go. Okay, so he and his teammate got down, no problem. So he is a Terminator operator, so we got to be a little bit careful with these Terminator, and that's the guy in zone that's sniped. Okay, I think it's time to drop some plates for your teammates. Let him plate up. Good job. Let's plate up, right? Let's drop one plate back for McLovin, so McLovin can plate up, and then let's move out of here. Okay, McLovin, let's go. Drop the plate back. Come on, guys. You know, these are the details that I look for in good teams. Nice work. This is something, again, not to try to single out some of our teammates, but these are some things they just got to get better at, right? It's awareness for your teammates. It's actually, what's the word? It's actually empathy. So, you know, you're taking the time to learn the needs of others, right? That's really what at the heart of empathy is. So let's not be dismissive, like, oh yeah, I mean, he doesn't have plates because he was shooting, and no, you're a team. You know what? Let's debrief at the end. Maybe, hey, you know what? Let's try to manage your plates next time, or let's get an armor box. But now is not the time, right? You're in a pinch. You need some plates. Like, I shouldn't have to be arguing with you. And this is very dangerous what they're doing. I don't agree with this play. This is very aggressive. This could be the end of them. Very aggressive here what they've done. Do not recommend this play. They have the element of surprise here, but they have lost out on their helo. They're low on armor. TV station roof is not necessarily high ground. But it is center zone. Okay, interesting. I see what they've done there. So good overall idea, I think. He's got a stun. Very low on plates, though. Very low on plates. And his buddy's fighting. He's got to provide perimeter security. Yeah, you don't want to overpeak here, guys. Guys underneath fighting. I liked how they're staying down, staying at different corners. There is a box I'm looking at, I think. I think it's going to respawn, so they'll be able to get 1 or 2 plates out of there as they spend their time here. So not too bad. Really good so far. I like this. So this type of gameplay sort of contravenes what we see from FX Juice channel, where he wants to keep getting resources and keep running and getting contracts, and almost somewhat exhaustive approach, right? Like, what am I here to run a business? Like, I'm here playing Warzone. Like, why can't I just kill and loot bodies, right? So obviously, it's different philosophies. And if this guy gets killed, his teammate won't have money to run to the buy, right? That's the problem here. Whereas FX Juice, each of them would be having like 15,000 each, right? So, you know, there's something to be said about those types of operations. A little bit riskier because you're moving around more. I think I'm most impressed with the limited risk that these teams have taken so far. They've really limited their risk. 19 teams, 36 players. Okay, so we are in the top 20 now. They're going to have a critical gunfight here. Potentially a guy that runs to the roof here with them. There is a guy, looks like, on the mezzanine roof there. Let's see how this shakes out. Does have a stun. Now, he's got to be careful that he doesn't stun himself, because he can bounce that stun back right to him. So, really good, favorable zone. I think if they stay put, really good footstep discipline I like as well. Unsuppressed GPR. Not too worried about that, I think. Let's go to Betty. Okay. So Betty's also got a GPR here. Okay. And there is a box there. I like that they're keeping that box closed, because anybody that's desperate is going to run up here. And there's somebody running up. Nice job, guys. Come on, clean them up. Let's go, get their gear. Nice work. Reload the weapon. Nice work. Plate up. Nice work. You got gas mask, you got money, you got 15,000. Really good. Wow, really good discipline here. Let's get some of these strikes that these guys have on their bodies. Okay. Again, a really good job by this guys here. Now they have to be careful of that hill, because if somebody shows up on the hill, high ground hill, kind of where the loadout is, that could be trouble for them. And we are in the top 10 now.
Marking target location. Eyes on enemy.
Everything has been well done. Really like this. We're in the top 8. Let's pay attention to the unsuppressed shooters. So this is where we want to start to count teams that are remaining, right? One team over here, maybe one team over here. At least 2 or 3 teams coming out of here, at least. And then 1 or 2 teams hovering underneath here, right? Team over here, the 2 teams. So they're going to clear one out. Okay, that's the clear out team. So this is the surviving team here. Let's ping that, because you might be able to get eyes on. And that team could threaten you too, because they are high ground. So we've already identified a team right at this corner. We can't... Okay, and this is another 2 teams fighting here. So there you go. That's top 6, and that team got killed. So there's a team, and I would ping teams. Ping 1. Now you got to identify 3 other teams. Right? Yeah, is he looking at the right direction? No. And there's a team over here on the left loadout. So that's 3 teams identified already. And that's the team I'm most worried about because they've got the high ground. They've got some loadout boxes there. I would be very cautious here. I would be worried about this team. Yes, I would be worried about that team over there somewhere. Because that team was over here and they must have rotated up. So that's the only team I would be worried about. And this is threat prioritization that I tried to talk to my teammates about. They'll be like, guys, there's here, down here. And it's like, okay, but they're not going to push us on top of TV, so chill. Like, chill, bro. Like, let's get this team that has the eyes on us, right? They can down us. They can precision us. They can, right? We can get a kill shot here. Okay, right there. Nice. Okay. Very careful. That was a key strike. Okay, good break. These guys are really risking it. Nice. One more down. Come on. Let's get it down here. I would put that AR down and then put a precision on these guys. Come on, guys. Get that AR out. These guys really... They got to be careful here now. Let's get those plates on. That was a missed opportunity. They really had to just get their ARs out and lay those guys out. That was a huge missed opportunity. And again, they have the roof. They have the advantage of the roof. So this is the power position team. Now let's be a little bit careful on our left flank here. We know the team. There's a team by the loadout there too. Let's just get eyes on there. Make sure they're clear. They're not sneaking around there. Because they can threaten us on the roof. There's teams fighting underneath. This is good clearance. Okay. Let's be very careful here though. We got fresh gas masks. Let's verify. Plates is a shortage. Let's be mindful of plates. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good here. No problem. Let's get a trophy system down. That trophy system there, I would put it down. Personally. You got to be a little bit careful here. Can't be jumping up on a roof like that. He's going to get immediate shots. Somebody can get you immediate shots and put you down. Be careful here. Okay, we're seeing shooting underneath. Nice. Yep, they're in there. They're in that second floor roof. Right there, right there. And this is the stuff you got to be careful from. I wouldn't burn it. Let's tap him up. Yeah. Okay, let's get the plates on. Now you don't have any extra plates. McLovin has got to drop you plates right now. He's going to drop you 2 right away. Again, guys, these plates are very important. Again, this is the stuff that I don't like, right? This could be a difference between winning and losing. Again, good fire, but you got to worry about this team on the left here, guys. Let's get a plate down. Okay, good cluster idea. Okay, good cluster idea. Again, we need those plates. Okay, and I guess now McLovin is out of plates. Really bad engagement by these guys. Yeah, that was not the strategic intent of that play. I wouldn't jump now, guys. Wait it out. Wait it out now. You've already screwed up. And this is very tough now. And teammate is full killed. And he's gonna try to get... Yeah, this is just botched operations here. And... Okay, let's get those plates on, buddy. Oh, man. GG's. Yeah. Yeah. And these are the guys that they had to take out when they were rotating down. These are the Terminator skins. They needed that cluster for that 11th hour, right? I think that cluster was misused too. Resource management became poor. Didn't monitor their plates appropriately. Challenging those guys that was underneath was not the play. Like, you gotta just hold up. You gotta just hold up. I like the gas play. I like that play. I like the smoking, and then you just kind of put the cluster there, get your teammate to move ahead first, and then you move in as a secondary support, and you just shoot it out at that point. So, all good, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, Eggnog and Mariu, just both Terminator skins. He's got the 70 round mag on his kilo. You can see him just holding it up. These guys are definitely sweaty players too, so let's not underestimate them. Thanks again for watching, and hope you had a good... Thank you. Bye-bye.